Hi everybody, how are you? It's Jay Victoria, the Energy Queen. Not sure where to look. Are you guys over here? Anyway, um, yeah, I wanted to come on and do a video about 3 spiritual protection um, techniques, you could call them, that will actually keep negative energy away from you. I want to tell you that, like, I work with energy, but I'm also very Catholic, and I think that's like a pretty cool combination because basically I see these as the same thing, and I think that that's a really smart thing to start doing in your life right now, is starting to look at things in a unified way. It doesn't have to be this or that. Like, maybe there's more unification in the world around you than you realize. And the way of the new world, the way of new energy is, in the time we're coming into right now that we can all feel pretty powerfully, is unification. It's about unity, coming together, and not having those old separate ideas that were really based in not just untruth but fear. So yeah, I like to talk about energy. I see energy visually. I can clear negative energy with a method that God taught me to do, and I've honed it and turned it into something that I really love and helps people really fast. And I call it Energy Queen Alchemy. It's like a facial for your soul. So clears negative energy instantly in layers. I'm really proud of it, and it can literally get rid of the things that you've been carrying around, not just since your childhood, and the traumas and the stuff that you carry, and you like, it's in you. People say that to me all the time, like, there's something, I need to get my energy cleared. And it's like, yes you do, because it's like doing laundry or brushing your teeth. It's like, if you don't clear your energy, you're literally like blocked, and you can't let in new frequency and new life, and all the things you want in life are at a higher frequency. So if you're all blocked up, like, you won't have literally like space in your energy in your life. So clearing your energy, the deepest part of you, helps to unlock things on all other levels. And it really is, I think, one of the most important things that you can do for yourself, whether you do it once or you do it for years or you learn how to do it. I also teach Energy Queen Alchemy. And you can learn how to do this. It's really an incredible skill that I love watching my students do. So anyway, basically, yeah, I believe that the energetic world and the world that we talk about when we talk about Jesus and God and Mary and the saints and all of that, it's all the same. And the mass is a very much an energetic process as well. And so that's the perspective I'm coming from. And I wanted to tell you about 3 very practical ways to protect your energy. This is probably, I say this is the number 2 question I get. Number 1 question I get, frequently asked question, is, how's my energy? When I tell people I work with energy, everyone's always like, how's my energy? And I'm like, I'm not at work, I don't know. But when people want to know anything but that, it's usually like, how do I protect my energy? I get that question a lot. So this will answer you. These are things that I recommend, and they're very practical. They're things that you can do, anybody can do, luckily. I love getting advice like that, so I wanted to give you advice like that. And these are my top 3 things. The first thing is holy water. I got some right here. This is holy water in a water bottle. I took the label off so I don't drink it. And I got this at St. Patrick's Cathedral here in New York City. If you're in New York, go to St. Patrick's Cathedral, you guys. If you face the front, at the back on the right, there's this like brass looking thing you'll find right at the back. And you can turn a little knob and you can get as much holy water as you want for free. Just a bunch of holy water. Why does holy water matter? That's sort of like a Catholic tradition, I think, but I think anybody can use holy water. It reminds me a little bit of the concept of like sage in spirituality. It's not just the smoke, it's not just the element itself, but it's the intention and it's the belief behind it. Holy water, though, I really believe in, because there's this book called The Diary of Saint Faustina. And Saint Faustina was a nun in the 1930s in Poland, and she had visitations from Jesus himself. And this book, I talk about it all the time. I really believe in it, and it changed my life when I read it in my 20s, because I was really sick with Lyme disease, and I didn't know I had Lyme disease, and I was dying, and I didn't know I was dying because I couldn't get a diagnosis. So I imagine literally dying and your doctor's telling you you're fine and that you just have anxiety. And so I was like, oh, I just have like mental problems or anxiety and all that. And it was years of that for me. And I couldn't get answers from the world. And I think that's really one of the biggest bases of my work is the fact that I had to literally find my own way to heal that the world didn't provide me with. And that's what I like to provide other people with, because I tried everything, counseling, everything. And so during that time, I was looking for answers. And one of the places I got answers was the Diary of St. Faustina. That wasn't a book I would have read unless I was in that state of being really, really needing help. And might hear kitties in the background. But it provided a lot of answers that were so cool because in the Bible you hear Jesus say things, but in this book you literally hear him say so much more. And he came to her, 1930 is like almost 2,000 years after he was here on earth. And just the things he said were so profound. They're still so profound. And they can fill in so many blanks, And so I really believe in that diary and the info in it. So in the diary, she talks about how there was this incident where she was at the deathbed of like one of the other dying nuns in the convent she was in, I believe. And she, St. Faustina had a lot of mystical experiences with, I guess, energy, you could call it, seeing the energy world, kind of similar to how I do, but I think we all have different abilities and gifts. And but she describes seeing dark figures around the bed, like the way she talks about death. You got to read the book. There's a lot in there. The way she talks about death is really interesting. It's like a lot going on, when someone, a lot going on. And it was sort of like these dark figures were waiting to kind of like take her away or kind of like, I don't know, mess with her soul or something or scare. And she said, without even thinking, she took the holy water and she sprinkled them on the dark figures and they immediately vanished. And I was just like, wow, that's so powerful, Like, I think when we can't see energy with our eyes, we don't even realize how something like holy water, how much power it can have. But if you saw it with your eyes, you would probably use it all the time, right? So this is a powerful tool that you can use. You can get it at churches, you can order it online. It doesn't cost much, or it's usually free. And it's not just the water itself and that it's blessed. What is holy water? Well, it's water that has been blessed with a powerful intention and prayer that God blesses it, and it will do what it's supposed to do, which is basically protect us against dark energy, negative energy. So I use this every day. I like to bless my room in all directions, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. And you can feel it makes this difference of things just feeling clearer. And I like to put it on myself. I'll put it on my phone, or like a little dab. Like it's if you think about that image that she described of sprinkling those dark figures and they immediately vanished, like, wouldn't you want to do that all the time? So that's one way that you can keep your negative energy away from you, protect yourself. Not just the element itself, but the intention behind it is so powerful. And number 2 also comes from the Diary of St. Faustina. This is one of my other favorite images that she illustrates in the book. And that's that she saw another dark figure one time. I think it was like, I forget how she described it, but she talks basically like about demons. That's like, you know, what they are. And she would see them, and that's a real gift that not everybody obviously had, but she saw these like demons like near a door that she was entering one time, and she said the coolest thing, I love it so much, she said, "I just said the name Jesus out loud and they immediately vanished." So same thing, holy water, and even just saying the name of Jesus scares away dark energy, negative energy, that fear, the stuff that clouds you, the stuff that makes you feel like you don't know what's going on, or you don't feel safe, or you feel depressive or anxious. These are 2 really powerful tools that are really accessible. If you can't even get your hands on holy water, you can say the name Jesus out loud, and it will dispel those energies. Isn't that incredible? The 3rd tip comes from me, and I work with energy in a really specific way. I have this whole kind of like energy queeniverse that like there's the way of seeing all of this that is just unique to my perspective and my work, and the way that the way I see energy visually and what I learn from it. And what I've learned about energy is that it is fear. The word negative energy, like what that is synonymous with fear. That's what it is. So I took that and I kind of flipped it. Like if you want to get rid of negative energy, or you want to protect yourself from it, and it's fear, well, what do you do with fear to get rid of fear, right? You face fear. So if you on a daily basis will face, this is the cool thing, any amount of fear, any type of fear, even a little bit, even a small thing, it helps to keep that stuff not only away from you, but out of you, like out of your own energy. Because negative energy isn't just around, it can be inside of you. And that's just the human experience that I've learned from working with hundreds and hundreds of people from all around the world, and clearing everybody's energy, and even clearing my energy constantly all the time. My student today did a practice session on me, and she said she was pulling all this stuff out of my neck. And I was like, I know, I have like neck tension, and I was hung as a witch in a past life, and like there's a lot of stuff. And so you have no idea how how many, like, it almost feels like infinite layers you have inside your own energy. Our energetic body is not at all like our physical body that's limited, that it's there's a, it's only like my hand is only this big. It's not, that's it. This is my hand. But the energy of your spirit is like, there's so many gigantic layers that can be found inside of there. And so even though I've been clearing my energy now with this method, 5, almost 6 years, like on a daily basis, you guys, still there's giant things coming out. And so that's why, in my opinion, it's really important. If you're interested in getting your energy cleared and you feel that there's something that needs to clear, definitely there is. It's like a symptom. Like if there was something going on in your body, you wouldn't be like ignoring it, right? So getting your energy cleared is really important. And why it's important too is because when you clear, like, let's say the most urgent symptom that you feel, underneath that layer, there's going to be other layers to access. And so it's like, that's why, for example, today, after 6 years, my client is able to find this particular energy that needs to come out, because there were so many things like on top of that needed to clear first. And so if there are deep things inside of you and you feel that, it's really important to clear things so that you get to those places. And you're always going to be, I find, it seems like there's just, while we're on earth at least, it seems like there's always going to be more and more to clear. But the good news about that is you're always going to feel better and better and better. And once energy clears from you, it can never come back. That's another really cool fact about energy. So yeah, if you are interested in getting your energy cleared, you can click the link in the description to do an interview with me. I'm interviewing everybody who wants to work with me now, just because I want to make sure that you're a really good fit and that you're ready and that you're really serious about it, because I just am so passionate about working with people about creating positive life changes. And I've put a lot of years into creating this method. So if I'm speaking your language and this feels like something that really your soul is telling you to do, I'd love to talk to you. So it's a free interview. We'll talk all about your energy. I can even tell you what's going on in your energy and draw a visual digital drawing of the blocks that I'm seeing, tell you what they're about. It's really high value, and I would love to talk to you. So I hope these tips helped you. I just wanted to come on and give you this gift, this information that I use every day in my life, and it really helps me. And I want you to know, take heart, because life is not random. It's not as unpredictable as you think. It's not disorganized. I think the truth is that there's just a lot of things that we can't see that contribute to the way your life is, the way you feel, and what's going on. And that unseen world is the energy world, and I can see it. So I love talking about it, and I love explaining it, and I know that if you're here, then you're really interested in that too. And just thank you for being here, and I hope that these ideas help you. Please try them out, use them. And I always tell people, try it for yourself. You know, I can tell you, but you will feel it when you try it, and you'll find what works for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Sending you so much love, and thank you for being here on the channel. I would love to see you again. Okay, bye.